right, you want to go?
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's up to you.
Yeah, I'm good.
Whenever you're ready.
You guys can just give me a clap whenever you're ready. All right.
Make a clap like Buster.
All right, everyone's phones are on silent.
Yeah. Silent day. Do not disturb. Sure.
Hi, we're just going to keep this going. This isn't the tape. You can actually watch us on his channel over at Shoot the Shit. You'll have the tags after, but, you know, I'm going to let it go till as far as it can go, till Facebook kicks me off again.
I'm going to get someone to fix this, too, for us. Merge it better. The background. Make my cousin fix it up. She's good with that. We'll make it, you know, because that's like just shots. She'll actually draw it. She'll do it.
Cool.
All right, so I guess I'll go in 3, 2, 1. All right, your thing's on.
Hi, Joey.
All right. We are rolling? All right. What is up? We are back. Listen to this shit in Alphas Unite. I'm sitting here with Amy.
Hey.
We're doing another one. We're in studio. Not live yet, but, you know, we're doing what we need to do. You catch us on the YouTube channel, the other podcast places you could catch us, Anchor, Spotify, the main ones, all the other stuff. I don't know, Radio Public's one, but, you know, the main stuff.
And this is Peter's 119.
This is number 119, yes. We're going to talk about a few things today, obviously. I had a few things to talk about. Me and Amy, I was shooting her some notes the other day. And I guess moving forward, we'll tell you guys what we're going to talk about. Now that it's on YouTube, I put it up on the description. So you can see what it is. They'll click on it easier.
Guy show. This is a guy show. Sports. He's getting me there.
Well, yeah, we talk about everything. Speaking of sports, we'll touch on Dana White and what's going on with him, the slap and this show he's got coming out. You know, him and his wife got into some shit. This Andrew Tate dude I've been hearing about from my brother, and Amy mentioned something to him, and I was reading something the other day, and an article popped up out of nowhere and said something about jerking off too much, men and women masturbating too much. And if we have time, I told Amy try to put together an Am I a Sexist game, maybe come up with some questions, and I'll answer them honestly. And we'll find out if I'm a sexist or not. But yeah, other than that, a few things to talk about. I'm sure we'll be all over the place, but we'll try to keep it structured. And we're here, and I'll leave it up to Amy what we're going to talk about first. Whacking off Dana White, Andrew Tate.
All right. I guess we'll go into Dana White, right?
You know who he is? I
researched Dana White fully. I finally did. I did. I went way back. I went back to his roots, and it begins with an M. I think it's Massachusetts. See, I didn't remember.
Well, where he's from?
It begins with an M. Yeah, Massachusetts, Minnesota, one of those little.
Is he? I honestly don't know where he's from.
Minnesota, one of those. Not Minnesota, Massachusetts.
He
anyway,
looks like
he got kicked out.
Guy.
He had to skip town.
Why?
Because he owed loan sharks $2,500.
Dana White?
Dana did. And then he ran to, and he never paid them, and he ran to Vegas. And that's when he started his little thing. But it really started with his gambling. So he kind of brought that over, and his claim to fame was that's why they love him, and the Gaming Commission protects him so much over there in Nevada, is because he changed it from cash business, and and his biggest thing is he made it mainstream. All this kind of
thing. He did blow it up. He blew up UFC.
And that's why he's worth $500 million right now. But we're talking about him slapping his bitch up.
Yeah, he slapped his wife. I don't know where they were at a concert, and everyone knows about it. And then I'm looking into it. I go, wait a minute. They said he has a show coming out called Power Slap. So I'm like, wait a minute. I mean, I would never use my wife or a woman to fucking not like that anyway. But I'm like, wait, is that for promotion? Because, you know, he's been with his wife a while, and I don't know, whatever the case was. I mean, if they were in it together, that's pretty genius. But I don't know, he made some fucking apology, and
you got to be devil's advocate here, right? Every sexist man has said, every sexist comment, let's just say, has been she smacked him first. So they pulled the whole Amber Heard card that she smacked him first.
Well, still, you don't smack her back. I wouldn't smack her.
Well, I
mean, listen, you could talk about that, treat people equal, but I mean, it's a female. It's his wife. It's more of a not, you want to smack me, I'm smacking you back. That's his wife. They have kids and shit, you know what I mean? I guess together, I think they have kids.
Yeah, they do.
So,
and he said he showed the kids the tape. He actually showed them the tape. Yeah, because they had to. He has kids that are going to see it. And he said he talked to them about it. She's forgiven him. They've moved forward. Now, what people don't understand about domestic violence, first of all, this is just setting up women to go get beat down like it's a common thing. And believe me and my lover, we can go to blows. And I don't mean that like, you know, physical, like, you know, we get passionate and heated. And I get a drunken brawl. Believe me, I'm a crazy girl. But the point is, the reason the laws are in place, it's about weaker. Nobody gets this. Forget about there's a girl and a guy, and that's just morally whatever, your skis. But what I'm trying to say is it's excessive force. So now you have two choices. They said that she deserves to go to jail. Yes, she does, actually. It was on tape.
Did she deserve to go to jail?
Technically.
She assaulted, if you
him.
go by law.
If you go by law, he could press charges.
I mean, they
against
both
her.
can because he hit her back. I mean, it's both, but she did first, I guess, right?
But a husband can't testify against his wife. So there you go. You're kind of fucked.
Is that true? I heard
Yeah,
I
they
heard
can
there's
get
a
off
loophole.
on it. They're going to get him off on. They would get him off on. They would get her off on that loophole. But my point is, it really has to do with like my little son. He's 7 years old. He smacks me in the face. Hurts.
Oh,
Even my
really?
12-year-old. But I can't use excessive force. So it's really about weaker sex. So let's just stop saying it's a girl and a
Do
guy.
you smack them back when they smack you?
Well, you're not supposed. You're supposed to. You're only supposed to protect yourself technically to where your life is where you're threatened. So you can stop the person. You can hold the person. Protect yourself. But you can't. Or if God forbid she is coming at you good, I'm like 6 foot tall. I'm gonna kick your ass a little.
Yeah, right.
Like, and if you God forbid had to maybe stop me, clock me, then you don't keep going. See, you smacked her down. He wasn't in fear. The guy's a friggin' fighter.
They had to be fucking drunk.
Oh, they were drunk.
I mean,
Drunk didn't help.
you're in a club and cameras are on you. VIP section roped off.
Oh, we had a girl. Hey, Jose. Oh, Jose's back. Oh, he's been blocked 60 times.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he just keeps opening other accounts. But hey, what's up?
Why? To do what? To talk to you?
I mean, yeah, he keeps coming back on. It's not my problem. He just keeps snapping, but it's all right.
No, but
he's the type that he says he's justified in smacking her back because equal rights, equal fights. That's what men believe.
But I mean, I don't think my first thing would be to just. I mean, I seen the video and I don't know. I mean, what the fuck?
First of all, she's a little thing.
Yeah, she is tiny. And I got news for him. I mean, I don't know. I mean, if he's only smacking her, she's lucky because she's not that good looking. He's probably cheating on her too. She's ugly.
My fucking God, how sexist is he?
No,
There you go.
No, I'm just saying she's ugly.
So is he.
He is. He's funny.
I don't think he's good looking at all.
No, he's not. He looks like, I don't know. He looks
I
very...
sense little D energy too. I do. I know. And a lot of billionaires have it.
A little what?
Little D energy. They aside from like
Dana White?
Tom Brady, who's still suspect on that category. We don't really know. Nothing has ever leaked out about
Tom
the big
Brady?
D. Remember, when a guy's got a big D, somehow he lets it out.
The guy's one of the greatest quarterbacks ever lived. I'm sure he's got a little fucking junk in
God's
his,
a fair guy. He even shit out. But
You're right.
But most
Like
billionaires,
Eminem and Jay-Z, they're one of the best rappers of all time. Jay-Z's ugly as fuck, and Eminem can't leave his house because he's a fucking weirdo. Yeah. So everyone's a little touched in the head in some way, I guess, right? Yeah, I guess you're right.
So he's going to ride this
Evens
as
it
like an
out.
Amber Heard thing. It's just prepping women to like step up that they're going to take a beating and like.
Well, he said he stepped down for 30
get
days. I don't know what he was saying. I was like, this fucking guy's crazy. But I mean, how stupid could you be is the bottom line. You're in a fucking club, dude.
Well, nothing's going to happen.
Camera.
All it does is prove to people that absolutely nothing happens. If anything, it's going to be glorified watch. And it's just the way now it's going to prep.
Like that song from back in the day. What was that song?
Slap
Smack my bitch up.
Smack my bitch up. That's exactly what it's preparing
I'm surprised
for.
I haven't seen a meme about that yet. Him. I'm going to make a meme. How do you make a meme? I'm going to make a meme with him and his wife and the song.
Yeah,
Smack
he'll
My
get
Bitch
away
Up.
with it. And now listen, I actually know a personal story too. They're going to tell you about this, where they're going to say, "Oh, you're going to stick up for women." No, I don't. I
Stick up for
no.
women.
She went to jail. She was arrested.
Who?
I know. Well, he was my friend. We were at a party. She threw a glass at his head.
Oh, wow.
Got him in the eye.
See, that's not cool.
Caught him in the eye. Got blinded.
Oh,
Not
yeah?
kidding.
Big time?
He
Like,
did
for
not
real?
even.
He got
And
blinded for real?
blinded for real. And he did not want to press charges. Believe it or not, it was his first fiance. He knew that she was like crazy.
But the
and
cops could
drinking,
if they
and
want.
The cops said it doesn't matter. It was like an automatic, and there was like 800 witnesses at the party. She wasn't his wife. He lost He lost a fucking eye. 2 years she did.
Really?
Yeah. I mean.
Well, that's major. That's like a violent
it's an eye.
assault. You fucking took someone's
and the
eye.
whole party saw her. Yes. So like I said, if you wanted
See,
to
if
make
a girl took my eye out, I'd definitely punch her in the face. Like if I knew, like you just stabbed me in my eye, I'm punching you in the face.
Well,
I'm not gonna lie.
No, but that would be. No, but then that would
punch
be
you out.
protecting with equal force.
Sure,
the girl's
right,
stabbing
right.
your eye out.
Yeah.
This woman
Yeah,
is
maybe-
his little
right.
wife. She gave him a drunken slap, and then he bitched her ass down.
Yeah, it was like I seen it. It was like
what
a
happens
pop
at
pop,
home?
right?
Yeah. So what happens at home?
Yeah. Well, they
And-
said it's never happened, but you know how that goes. Of course, you're supposed to say that, right?
Yeah. Okay.
That's what she's
and I never had a
supposed to
fight
say.
with my boyfriend either.
I mean, honestly, this guy, he runs the UFC. So he's probably not even home that much. And the night he does go out with his wife, he smacks. Maybe
Yeah.
she's annoying.
She is.
I'm just kidding.
No, but if you want to make this Amber Heard
But
argument,
he's a little corny too. He does this thing, Fuck It Friday, recently, and some shit pops on your Facebook, maybe because I said his name before. I don't follow him or anything, but it's on Facebook. So it's a Fuck It Friday. This fucking guy, the UFC headquarters,
Right.
They take care of it. You know, you got the chefs, and you can make whatever you want to eat. So I guess every Friday he does a Facebook thing like you do. It's called fucking Friday. He'll cook something, weird. Not him, the chef. He'll eat it and he'll comment on it. And the last one popped up the other day. I'm at work, so a lot of downtime, and I'm like, this guy's corny. I was like, also, he's got a lot of balls. Like, whatever happened, it was an older video. It said 21. But I'm like, whatever happened with you and your wife right now, there shouldn't be videos of you, eating a chicken tender sandwich and a grilled cheese. You know what I mean?
And
simmer down.
Right. So at the end of the day, no, you can't smack somebody weaker. So I'll stop saying women. You can't slap down someone weaker. So whoever's in the weaker position. Now here's another story where it's reversed, where she was also arrested. Another woman was arrested. She had a man who was he was at one point very physically fit. He was a soldier, but now he's in a wheelchair. Okay. And now he's kind of out of it. And I guess she resented him. So she started to physically abuse him in the wheelchair.
Oh.
Where she's smacking him down. You see, now here we go again. Excessive force. He is now in the weaker position. And so it's really whoever's in power.
Right.
So at that point, he was in power. So if you want to argue with me that she was physically stronger and he was in physical danger, that he needed to beat her down 2 or 3 times after, then all right. If you want to make an example about her, humiliate her. Put her online like you did Amber. That's it. That's the way I feel about it.
Oh, who Amber Heard?
You know what?
She was a weird, crazy
There's a show on
bitch, that
Yellowstone where I love this character, Beth.
It's getting horrible. She's one of my favorite characters on TV.
And she's punching...
Like Gemma from Sons.
And she's punching the brother.
She's good, man.
And then she goes...
I think she's going to die.
I know.
Right? You think?
Maybe.
I'll be so upset.
and I'm not watching it anymore. So then she's beating her brother up, and then she's like, "Be a fucking man," and he hits her.
Yeah.
And then she.
Oh yeah.
And then she goes,
right.
"A man would have walked away." And I know a lot of tough guys, you would have walked away.
Yeah.
It's just gross.
Yeah,
Hold her down if you want to embarrass her a little bit, like publicly shame
Sure.
her. Fine. But or arrest her ass. That's what the laws are in place for, buddy. I know that big smack.
Well, people
were so terrified. You had to knock a 5-foot white, your mother of your children too. I mean, some skank.
I was just
really
looking.
respect.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. It's the mother of your kids.
Your mother of your kids, so your kids are gonna see.
It's not some chick who ran up in the street and smacked you in Times Square.
Yes, that happens. There's these crazy, radical, drunken bimbos that running around. Yes.
But he gave. I mean, I'm looking at the video. I'm like, damn. I mean, how stupid could you?
Hold her. There was just so many better ways.
And she just stood up at him too. It's not like she bowed down. She was like it happens more. It happened before. It's just like whatever.
But you know what? You know what would have been a genius spin, and we'll end it at this. You know what you should have done? They should have pulled the alcoholic card. They should have spun it like.
They said they were drunk. Right?
See what happened when couples drink and they become volatile and they have unprocessed emotions. They could have spun it, but he didn't want to. He didn't want to pull that fighter alpha card.
Yeah.
Like to look cool. Anyway, that's the story.
I don't know if he ever fought. I don't know if he was a fighter.
I kind of. Yep, she said he could have hurt her more. Maria, he could have knocked her into the floor and made her freaking handicapped, drooling. That's what men don't understand. I've been smacked in the face by men. Yeah, I have. Like hardcore. Like when I worked in strip club, this guy smacked. Like I was late and I mouthed off to him. He just wailed me in the face.
Really?
Yeah, the bouncer.
Wow.
Because I fucked with him. I ran across the street because I was late, and then I stopped the traffic. And then I was like, "Oh, you think you're so powerful?" I said, "That's power. Stopping the fucking highway." Right? And then he goes. He went like this. And I tell you, it was like a sting raised. It hurt to my jaw. It wasn't like when your mom hit you, or a girl bitch slaps you. It was like a stinging to my jaw. So, and when she was remember, she was knocked down. And I've taken a smack standing up. You can take it.
Yeah, right.
But if you're getting knocked to the goddamn ground, I don't know. You're going to have a vegetable for a wife. Nice. Even better. Anyway.
Why, she fell to the ground when he slapped her?
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
No, that's what I'm saying. He wanted her down. It wasn't enough. He wanted her down. Down. like a fighter he is.
Yeah, I don't know.
And by the way, just speaking of money, because I studied too much about it now, he actually has more than that McGregor dude who I call.
McGregor?
Yeah.
Conor McGregor?
Yeah.
He's an actor now, supposedly.
Peter tells me, even though I said he was sexy, he says he's kind of not. Because I didn't research enough. I just saw Gregor, I only saw him.
No.
I judged him by naked
girls
picture.
like him. He's a good-looking dude, I guess. But he's like a douchebag. He talks too much.
He's tiny, too. I thought he looked.
I don't give a fuck if he's sexy or not. But he's a midget. He's a dwarf.
I thought he was taller.
He's a fucking heavyweight champion of 117-pound people. Like, I'll fucking break that guy's legs in half.
How much does he weigh?
No, he's not 117. Well, now he bulked up because he's in. Remember Roadhouse, the movie?
Yes.
Roadhouse. Remember Family
Yes,
Guy?
I do remember that movie.
So they're remaking it because there's no imagination anymore. They got to remake everything. So
don't have any writers in Hollywood.
Jake Gyllenhaal's in it. That's a handsome dude. If I had to say a man was handsome, that Jake Gyllenhaal guy, that guy's a hunk. But McGregor's in it, and I guess he's playing the bad guy, and he
Okay.
bulked up. Now they're accusing him of doing steroids. He's huge, but he's still huge at 180 pounds. But I think his fighting weight was 140. He fought Floyd Mayweather. They're both little midgets.
Are they?
Yeah, if you want to see a fight where it's precision, but you want to watch a fight, I want to see guys beat the fuck out of each other. I'm sorry. I don't want to see
Yeah.
guys dancing around like two fucking, like they're going to a fucking salsa fucking class.
I think I'm a sick person. I think I'm like I was meant for the Queen days because unless it's like Gladiator, where I'm seeing
cool, too.
blood
I'd watch
sport,
that.
where I'm seeing like at heads being like sliced.
They should do that with
off,
people who are in jail
That's
for
what
life.
I'm looking for.
You want to get off?
That's what I'm
You
looking
want to
for.
get out of jail?
Yeah, I'm looking for a public execution.
You fight this lion, and if
Yes.
you win,
I
you're
want
free.
like pedophile games. Like where they
Yeah.
all get to fight each other.
Pedophiles
to
too,
death.
yeah.
And then we let like one
Rapists,
live.
yeah, everyone,
Like we
put 'em
let
in
like
there.
one live, and then I don't know who we're gonna.
No, you
feed
make
them to
believe
rape,
you
but
tell them they're gonna live, and then when they're walking away, you just chop their fucking heads off anyway.
or
'cause
just
they're
take
all,
their penis. They get to keep
they're
their
all
bodies.
murderers.
They just can take their penises. But that's what we should do. I think we should bring back blood sport in like a really good way, 'cause since it's going that way anyway.
You know what's sad? People would watch that like crazy too.
I would
That's
totally
how
watch
sick
people
are.
kill each other. I know.
It'd be like two lions against a little midget with a shield.
See, I think I look at it as bringing back old school,
Fun.
fun old school morals. Like just you don't get away with that.
Old school, good family, murder, and fun on a
But
Sunday.
the queen should be in charge of who goes in the arena.
Well,
I mean,
back then it was
come
the
on.
emperor days.
I know, but we got to make it a little bit more
like Caesar
modern
did
now.
that shit. They fed lions to people. The slaves fought, and forget about it.
I think I want to be more like the Incas, like where was a matriarch, and then I can decide who goes up on there.
What, the Indians?
No, like the Incas, way,
What, like the Mayans?
Yeah, way back. Yes,
oh,
they
really?
were all matriarchal.
Those guys that are always wrong when the world's gonna end.
Well,
They had 18 calendars. They were all fucking wrong. Everyone's waiting at their TV on what was it,
It actually was like a
2011?
golden age, just like the golden age with Queen Elizabeth. But then the men, had to fuck it up, and then they have to come in. So any matriarch.
Did she die yet?
No, that the last
Queen Elizabeth?
Oh yeah, she's gone. I'm talking about the real
She,
Queen
no,
Elizabeth.
the one that was recently.
Yeah, she's
dead?
been dead.
When did she die?
Maybe about a month or so ago.
Oh, it was recently. That's
yeah,
right.
yeah. Oops.
Yeah, all right, I remember that. Oh, yeah, because I put something on Facebook. Oh, I got restricted on Facebook.
Oh, you did too?
Yeah, because it's like, who gives a fuck about the queen? She died. She's 99. All right. My grandmother died at 54.
And she's a
Fuck-
horrible person
fuck
too.
the queen.
She's another one.
I heard she had an issue with her little daughter-in-law there, but that's another story.
Abusive. She was another one. She got Princess Di.
Well,
killed,
they
as far
go
as
way
I
back.
believe.
You think they're not a little bit racist, the royal family?
They're
They
running
gotta
a
be.
pedo nation over there too. They got that Andrew dude and the other one that like literally is hosting
Oh,
kid
the
hunting
guy who was
parties.
with Epstein. He the son hung out with
they
Epstein.
Have so many.
Well, they
Fucking
kicked him out of
shitty as fuck.
they kicked him out of the royal family for that.
Well,
Now he has to wipe his own ass.
that's as soon as that Meghan, the second she got married, I
Yeah.
said, "Watch, she's married an American girl. He's out."
Well, not even that. Supposedly
Out.
she's got some black in her too, and that's the issue. She's like, I felt I was treated differently. She said over there. I would feel weird over there too, and I'm a fucking white dude from Brooklyn.
And I'm
I'd be
so-
like, I feel out of place here in this fucking what is it, the palace? The fuck out of here. I'd be the asshole fucking it with the guys who aren't supposed to move, blowing fucking smoke in their face from a fucking joint. Watching, trying to get them to fall asleep outside the castle.
Hi, Richard. Guess I'm old fashioned, but I never hit a woman unless they're holding a weapon. See, well, that's exactly what I'm saying. That's not old. Actually, let's not say
Great.
that's old fashioned. That's actually like literally the law.
I
Like,
think
if
what we've
someone's
all.
coming at you physically that where you have to
Right.
protect yourself, yeah, you're gonna have to maybe hit someone. But this is these are so many variables. That's why if that was in front of a judge, but technically, without pressing charges, if he didn't want to and she doesn't want to, it's nothing. And that all this does is just going to show people that they can totally do it.
I think if we learned anything here today, it's that if you're gonna slap your wife, don't do it on camera.
Let's go into the game of sexist comments and is he a sexist? We'll move on into that.
Yeah, you have to write questions though. You don't have questions.
That's how it should be.
There
That's
should be-
right, Maria. It should be
what?
excessive force. No, meaning like force meets force. That's the law. That's it. Force meets force. And then he's going to say, well, I smacked her back. Well, she fell to the ground, so.
I mean, it was such a weird video too. I mean, then I read this thing, I go, I mean, it would be great promotion. I'm like, listen, hun, well, let's promote this. Let's make like we're beating each other. And then even come out and say it if that is the case. Like, no, it was for promotion. Even lie and say it was for
Why?
promotion. I got a
That's
show
good
coming
idea.
out.
That would have been a good spin.
Like,
oh,
I
we
have
were
a
just
show
kidding.
Slap coming out. You know, when a rapper has an album coming out, he gets caught with a gun in the car. It's promotion. What are you gonna do?
Now guys and boyfriends are going to use this to minimize. Like, see, it's not that bad. I didn't knock you to the ground, babe. I just smacked you around a little bit. And you know what? This was very, very known.
But I didn't
way
punch
up
you.
into the all the way up into the 60s. It was common. They even had like ads where it would show how to beat your wife or like how to discipline her properly without getting excessive.
Right.
And actually, one of the biggest ones was you don't smack her in the face. You don't want to hurt the merchandise. Even the bouncer that hit
Well,
me,
sure. You leave marks and
you
shit.
leave marks and stuff. Yeah. So this is great. How to abuse your wife. Let's do
How to abuse your
let's
wife.
go to the next game.
So yeah, that was Dana White. I
Keep it
mean,
cheery.
I'm sure everyone heard about that already. That was my take.
Hi,
on it.
Colette. Speaking of hot alphas,
Now, how many people do you know are watching you right now? It tells you?
they go on and off. 9 are solid still on there,
Oh, okay.
which is a lot for her life, but they go on and off. They hop on and off. That's okay. You can stop in and,
And
off.
that records when you're doing it? Like you could
Uh-huh.
save that live?
Uh-huh.
And, oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh,
Cool.
sounds good.
And soon we'll be doing it with the studio. Okay, what are we doing next?
I don't know. Whatever you want. We
Do you want to
got...
do, well, I studied too about, want to do Andrew Tate? Or
Yeah,
do you
who
wanna-
was... I've been hearing vaguely about this guy. Then I heard my brother mentioned him before. You mentioned him before. And
Okay,
I heard, last I heard he was in jail. I'm like, wait, is that who they were talking about? So
Ooh,
why...
a bunch of people
him and his
jumped on.
brother are in jail.
Yeah, so the Andrew...
What does Andrew
I'm
Tate
gonna
do
this
right now?
official.
What
Okay.
does he do right now,
right.
Andrew Tate?
Andrew Tate
He's a
update right
YouTuber?
now. What he's doing, he is literally what he's arrested for. He was arrested for trafficking and 2 counts of sexual assault. So now-
Trafficking what?
women, all those bitches that he has, those are all girls he's been trafficking. All
What
of them,
bitches? What bitches is he
all the
on?
women that he claims that he has.
Where does he? Where are they?
He held them.
Where
in
does he live? Where does he live?
Romania.
He
right
had to
now.
leave the country or something.
He has
Right?
10 citizenships in different countries.
See, that's weird too. That's...
How he was busted. Okay, so now
10 citizenships. What is he fucking?
even more.
Pablo Escobar?
Yeah, well, he was doing the Roman Polanski thing where he was escaping getting picked up, but he got busted because there's this fierce young teenage female activist, her's a feminist
Who?
activist, Thurmer Gutenberg.
Oh, that little annoying
yes.
kid.
I love how she's a kid.
How
when
old?
she-
Well, I meant when she was a kid. When she
No.
came out.
Usually, you actually didn't do it sexist.
First of all,
this
that kid
time.
needs to learn
Usually,
about
when a
what-
girl's being raped, she's a young woman. But when she
Well, how old is
lobbies,
she now?
no, when she lobbies, she's a child. When she's a lobbied, who's this child lobbying? But when a woman's raped, then she's a young woman. I just love that connotation. But anyway,
No, but what? How old is she now?
she's like, I think she's barely 20. If
Oh,
that.
she got a lot older.
But Andrew Tate hates her ass. Hates her.
yeah, I see them good beefing. It was something back and forth with them. Like, is he fighting with this kid?
Yeah,
Like,
he
what's
makes fun
going-
of her. He said she's
Well, that's
ugly.
stupid.
She's not
That's
Of
stupid.
course, she's not a 10.
I mean, she's a young girl.
She
That's
doesn't have an OnlyFans because that's really how he made his money. So he collected all these
Oh,
girls from
really?
all over,
I didn't know
pretends like they're his girlfriends, then he makes them stay in his house. They can't
Are
go
you
out.
serious?
He takes their passports. That's That's why he's in for
Right,
trafficking.
right. That has to be something.
Yeah, there was many women in there, and then
What
he
a
was
freak.
taking all their OnlyFans money. So it's cyber pimping. I've been saying this forever. These are not fucking women.
Yeah,
These
yeah, you're
are
telling me.
he just cyber pimped them all together. He did have 5. He has 5 different baby mamas. So this whole
Does he?
traditional yes.
That's
so this whole
insanity.
traditional bullshit rule out the window. So is his brother. He's impregnated women. Hasn't married any
He's
of them.
in jail with him.
All
right?
girls,
Isn't that
by the
crazy?
way, they have all daughters, which I think is fucking ironic as
listen.
hell. The brother's in jail. 2 other cyber pimps are in jail.
So he was part of like this thing.
He's still, and he's a
Gotcha.
snake oil salesman. He's teaching young boys that try to shame 10s into fucking them
Yeah.
and not sleeping with anyone
To
else
shame
without
them
a
into fucking
lamb.
them?
Yeah, but like lower your standards, bitches. Stop whoring around. Take what you can get. Cater to your man. Trying to bring back traditional
You showed me a
values
video
by
about a year
pimping
ago
out
of him,
girls.
and I was like, "Who is this idiot?" And I just never paid attention.
But he
to
does
him.
make up some good points, and he indoctrinates it in. So he does have points where I agree, and like my alpha stance, which is protect women, and he puts it. He mixes the lies and the truth intermingled. Oh, he also believes a woman has no value after 25 whatsoever. Anyway,
Really?
no, because if he wants the frontal lobe not developed, so you can.
Why he
usually
actually
take
says
everything.
that?
Yes, it's part of his. He has a ballers club where that's how he makes his real money. So it's like a pyramid scam. So you go on there, and then you release all the content, you pay for his course, and he teaches guys that sit down in the basements and jerk off alone in the dark, pretending to have a podcast, talking, regurgitating your shit, how to be ballers in life and get 10.
What? Who pays for that?
Oh, God. Billions.
Come on.
The man.
How much is his dickhead worth?
Okay.
Do you know? Or-
Yeah, he's worth over 500 million.
No way.
But hear
Impossible.
me out. This is the best part, okay?
500 million.
Romania,
No way.
which is what I want to do here in New York, is that in Romania, it is a federal offense, okay?
50 million.
Sexual assault and trafficking. So because it's a federal offense over there, they can seize assets. So that motherfucker is so screwed. So they have him still locked up, which and if he was here, he would have been totally out. But not Romania. You messed up. And Greta is the one who took him down. You know why?
Yeah.
As he was making fun of her age shaming her. Imagine she's a teenager.
Yeah, I don't.
We're still age shaming a teenager.
That's retarded.
Yeah, because she's almost getting to the age where she's no good, and she's very ugly. He says, and he's going on about how gross she is. But while she was doing this, the dingbat had a pizza box on the thing, and it was only in this little town in Romania to get that pizza. But he's drunk, sitting there smoking a cigar. She calls up, reports his ass. They find him because next to the pizzeria. Boom.
Oh, that's how
Pizzagate.
he got caught.
That's how he got caught from
a pizza box.
From a pizza box,
and it had the actual pizza.
Yes.
Stop it.
That's
great.
As he was body shaming a teenager for doing nothing but lobbying. By the way, everybody hates Greta. You know what Greta?
I mean, I don't.
But do you know what she wants to do in the world?
She was about the climate change.
Oh, this girl.
That's cool.
She's got this crazy idea, Brady, that if we don't have a planet, we have no way to live.
Well, I get that, but I think it's.
I know, she's so
I'm
radical.
one of those people who
Isn't she
thinks
so
we
radical?
destroyed the planet so much.
No, but she's so radical, right?
No, it's a good positive thing to try to save the world.
Even Leo is
Tell her
on
we have
the board.
Avengers for that. Yeah, Leo.
Even Leo's on the board. He doesn't want this world to end. The guy's living large. He wants it to
but
stay.
you know what? Leo and his bullshit, he's flying all those 21-year-olds on his private jet, so I don't want to hear about the going green with Leo. You need gas to fill up a plane. They don't put fucking tea leaves in his fucking plane.
No, he doesn't care about that. He just
No, just plastic bottles, as long as we're using plastic
Oh, no,
bottles.
he doesn't care about his personal gain, but he did put $20 million.
No, he gives a shitload of money, without a doubt. But don't sit there and say we can't drink out of plastic bottles when you just flew a jet 6 times this week.
Well, he can afford the metal silver
carbon.
straws.
Yeah, but
He literally has
straws.
sterling silver straws.
Yeah,
so
God
this
knows.
guy's got to pass it around. No, he's another
DiCaprio.
pedo hunter or whatever the hell he's going on with the 25-year-olds. But that's
Yeah,
another
no, you know
story.
what though? I'm a big fan acting. His acting, I like
I
him a
love
long
Leo.
time. But recently,
I'd probably sleep with him.
I mean, he's 10 years older than me. No, listen, still a handsome motherfucker.
I'm 100
right?
years old. He's never.
Yeah, he was. I mean,
Oh God, I hit the wall 60 times.
But now he's with this. They brought this girl up that he's with.
Another
And,
teenager.
I mean, he's almost 50 now, and I'm like,
it's
now you're getting kind of creepy. Like, I mean, go to 35. What's wrong with 20? 25 is
Well,
only
you can birth her
gone.
twice. No, because you're not getting the frontal lobe thing. Of course.
I don't think
it
Leo
is.
has any idea what the
35 is
frontal
my
lobe
thing,
is.
too.
I don't think
35 is my
Leo.
cutoff.
I don't think Leo's looking at frontal lobe. He just likes banging different chicks
He
for a
wants
few months.
no
at a time.
lobe. He
What do
wants
you mean?
lower lobe because if the frontal lobe is developed,
He
there's
wants
no
no
manipulation.
lobe.
And then that's usually when girls start getting a little bit of the baby itch.
What? When?
In their late 20s, we start getting that.
Yeah.
I think I want a baby.
I heard by the time 40, if a woman doesn't have kids and she wants to, she'll kill everyone in her family.
She's
Because that's the
she's
time
gonna
where it
have the
might be
baby.
coming to an end. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she's on a mission.
And then
And you shouldn't fuck with a girl at that age.
Yeah, no.
Like,
don't
if she's-
don't
if
worry,
you're
I'm
not-
not.
if you're not into the baby making by 30,
I don't go as young as
You better
25.
jump off.
I don't go as young as 25 like Leo, but
That's how low you would go? How low?
no, I wouldn't. Right now, I wouldn't.
What's
I
your
don't know.
cutoff?
I mean, the youngest would have to be 30.
I'm
It
30.
depends. Also, it depends on
I'm a
who.
girl.
If you meet, if you're on a dating site meeting someone, you already have a. But if you meet someone in a bar and you're kicking it, or a club like Dana White and his wife, the good time they had, and you and a girl says, "Oh, I'm 28 and I'm really like into her, and we got a lot of," that's different. But if I see a chick message
20s
me,
is different though.
if I see a chick message me on a dating site and she's like 26 and she still has her belly button ring in and shit like that, good for you. But I'm not bringing that
Belly
home.
button ring.
I can't bring you home to my kids, you fucking idiot.
So many girls on this morning. This is so cool, and I thought it was going to be sports.
Well, they're probably afraid to go out the house and get beat up by men.
Fine ass. Are you saying that Peter? Has
Men
a
are beating the shit out of women. This in today's news. Women are under attack.
Well,
Dana White started a fucking movement. I'm gonna go. I don't have a girl
women
to slap.
have always
but
been under attack.
I'll
We've
go home and
always
slap
been
my kids.
beaten. This is nothing new. Like this.
Listen,
this is just making it light.
I've been hit by a girl before, but when I was younger. I probably deserved it, but I didn't hit her. But she spit in my face and hit me.
Spitting.
I'll never forget it at McDonald's, and it was a fucking hit. She was like, a tomboy, and she was like a hot tomboy, and I'll never forget it. Fucking right across my face, so hard that these kids were driving by us, and they stopped. They were like, "Oh shit!" And I was this close. I was like, "Should I punch this bitch's head off her shoulders?" But then I'm like, I can't do that. If I hit her, she's not gonna get back up. You know what I mean? And the thing I was more pissed about was the spit in the face.
Yeah.
And
that's ultimate.
that if a man ever did that to me, I mean, I would probably, if it was a man that day, I'd probably still be in jail.
Do you know Whitney Houston said that in her documentary about Bobby Brown? She said out of all the abuse and all the
spitting's
when he
belittling,
spit on
man.
her,
Sure.
that's when she broke up with him. He did all this other stuff to us. See, we're going back
It's like
to
a
the
dude
body
smacking another
fluids.
dude. That's worse than getting punched.
We're going back to the body fluids again. Amber Heard with the poop and the spitting. Whenever it comes to like
Whenever there's fluids involved,
there's
unless it's
fluids,
swallowing, it's
or
gross.
or even peeing on the girl or something. Really, that's it. That's the
That
level.
shit's gross, man.
No body fluids.
I told you one time a girl, I was pissing in the bathroom and it was a stream. I was pissing in the bowl and she comes over and she ran her finger through my piss. I was in the stream, went like that and tasted it. I was like, what the fuck? I'll never forget that. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck how hot a woman is. I'm not tasting it. That was such a turnoff. I was like, whoa, what else
What
has
if she
done?
peed on you?
There'd be she didn't ever do anything like that or said that, but I'm like, and I go, what was that? She goes, I wanted to taste it. I go, taste it. It's fucking piss.
Would
Yeah.
you?
It was more of a, no, I would never.
I like when I sit there and think about it.
I don't even look at my own piss when it goes in the bowl.
Yeah. So
But no,
stay away from the body fluids again.
But so now getting back to Andrew Tate, because obviously we got off track again. Yeah, I remember hearing about him, and now he's in jail. Now, is this a fact? He's in
still
a trafficking
in jail?
ring, and
They are keeping him. They are detaining him, his brother,
Still,
and
yeah,
two
yeah, I
other.
see
But they
that.
are not letting them out until
right,
the
good.
full investigation. I'm telling you, they want the money.
and
They
he
want the money.
had and what? And now obviously he was a kickboxer way back when. But what has he been doing since then? Is he just an
Pimping out the girls.
So yeah, but he had a platform to like. He's a speaker, right? I mean.
He did The Apprentice with Donald Trump, so then that got that older Trump
I never
dudes.
seen it. Oh, he was on
So that was
Apprentice.
like just like our JoJo, like you know.
So
what I mean?
no,
Like
B celebrity he threw on the
she
show.
got on
Okay.
the reality show,
Oh, I
so
didn't
then
know
that got him the claim to fame. And
Okay.
I don't know
And he
if he was
took
on
it
Big
and ran
Brother or
with it a little
something,
bit.
but yeah.
I got you.
And then he took that, and then with the fighting, then he opened up this bowlers club, they call it. Where
That's
it was
so.
like a
That is
security.
so corny. I can't believe
It
that's
would be
real.
like me teaching girls how to be an alpha.
You know who
and then
teaches
I
me how to
teach
be
the
a
other girls.
baller? Me.
Well, yeah, because obviously if you're taking
What the
lessons,
fuck?
as long if you're taking bowler
could you
lessons,
imagine?
you're not. And his philosophy was to treat them basically like shit, cheat on them, and then have a Lambo, and make sure you get a girl under 25. This is like at the end of the.
Yeah,
I
but
read the
this
course.
guy just sounds like an ignorant idiot. I mean,
No,
this just sounds
but then
stupid.
but he's actually genius because it's I do love a good capitalist, but and he is genius. He is selling what he wants to hear. He's on the pulse of because men with depression, how men are like not thanked, how the average white man is getting the shaft. So he's on-
That's what he says.
yes, how they're being victimized now by society.
What's his
and-
nationality? What is he? I know he's from London originally, right? But what is he?
I don't know.
He looks like a
Oh my
white
God,
guy.
how did I not research
I
that? He
guess he
looks like a
looks
rat,
mixed.
actually.
He
like a
looks,
little
yeah, he
rat.
looks mixed, maybe like a Kardashian type.
Small D
back-
energy. He got a small dick. I know it.
You think?
I know it.
Well, he doesn't shut the fuck up, I hear. So maybe.
How could that not? Men with big dicks. This is just a fact, okay? And I know I'm an expert at this point. I told you already.
No,
These
right.
studies, and I'm telling
Yeah,
you,
but he's skinny. You said guys that are real skinny have big dicks too.
he's
so-
very tall. He's 6'3", no chance.
Yeah. Do you
Real
think he's
tall
6'3"
girls.
with a micro penis?
Very tall guy.
Maybe that's why he hates women.
I've never seen a really huge.
There's
guy.
got to be. I
Not
believe
a
there's
white
a mental
man.
reason.
Not a white man.
You never seen a what?
I've never seen a white man that's that tall with that big of a penis. I have over 1,000 in my inbox. It's a height thing.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. God's a fair guy. I'm
So
not
what
really
if you're
sure.
tall? Well, I mean, you
It's
can't.
usually the
You
little
can't tell
skinny
me.
dudes.
You can't tell me someone who's like 7 feet
And then
has
the
a small
nationality
penis.
thing is a fact. I've already researched it.
Yeah, I
20
agree
times.
with
That's
that.
a fact, and that's not just in Africa. That actually is anywhere there's an indigenous culture.
Yeah. No,
Anywhere
yeah.
that you're more naked. Even
Yeah,
in
no, I
Even
agree.
in California,
Well, I told you
Even in LA.
the sun makes things grow.
naked.
Listen,
You get to see what you're looking at, and
Yeah.
then they get bred out.
I agree.
So that's the whole thing that's about.
Yeah. So do you think that's why he's mad? He's got a little penis.
If a man has a big penis and he has 6 wives, let's be real.
6 wives.
All right, no, well, fake wives because he doesn't really actually marry them. So these women or whatever, like and then not one of them anywhere, any tape, anything leaked. If you would brag, the guy's a bragging bowler. You would brag about your big penis. He brags about his fights. He brags about his money. There's no way. It's like a little toy.
Yeah. Why wouldn't he brag
Big
about
penis
that?
men
Yeah.
want to
Yeah.
show off their penis.
Yeah.
If they don't want to show it because they're a gentleman, right?
Yeah.
They'll let it get leaked. Like other girls will
Yeah,
start
yeah.
talking about.
You know what a
it
friend of
or-
mine used to do?
Fact.
This is actually pretty genius, friend. And we knew him forever. And we knew it was known he had a small penis. He got pants one time. Nice guy. He was a big dude. He
Right.
was big. And he had, oh my God, I don't know. So, fuck, I just lost my train of thought.
But he want to show it.
Fuck, I forgot what I was going to say.
Show his
No,
penis.
well, I was going to say his name by accident. Then I stopped. I mean, I don't think he's still around anymore. I haven't seen him in years. But I was going to say something. Then when I said that, I lost my fucking train of thought.
Well, I have so many questions now. Did you ever see your friends' penises? Do you guys look at each other's
Well,
penis?
him, yeah, we did because they pantsed him. Not me, the older kids
Right.
in the neighborhood pulled. He was just sitting there one day. I felt so bad for him. And he's sitting there. It was a sweatpant day, and we're in front of my boy's house.
That's why I like sweatpants.
And this kid came behind him and fucking and let me tell you something, man. A big dude, like looked like a wrestler type motherfucker. and it was
Small?
yeah, it was really bad. And like, I mean, maybe it was a bad day. Maybe it was no blood flow, but it was like you didn't see nothing, so they kept calling him.
Micro.
No, but when they said it was so bad, like he was circumcised. They knew because of his, where he's from. But it was so inverted, it looked like it wasn't because it was nothing but skin. There was no penis. I'll never forget it. It's burnt into my brain.
I didn't even think about an uncircumcised small penis. What it would be.
Well, they said that's what it looked like because there was the older kids in the neighborhood, so they had a bunch of. But I'll never forget till this day. He must fucking think about it. Like, but I had something else to say, but it flew out of my brain when I caught myself ready to say his name. I don't want to say his name.
Although I did have a negative Nelly that says I talk about penises and he must be a small D because he was very defensive.
Right.
And he wrote me in an inbox saying that if he has a small D, it's our fault because they only grow to the excitement level of the woman they're with.
Well,
that does you're not getting more than an inch on that.
No, you're correct. I agree. You could be
like
you could be 6 inches and then maybe 7.5 in a real.
I'll give you an inch.
Yeah, but not 1 to 9 inches.
No, you didn't.
If you got a 1 inch dick, you're in trouble.
Right.
Yeah, I agree.
But I'm really 8, babe, because I'm not turned on by you.
No, because
what are you doing now?
I've been big. Sometimes when you wake up in the morning, I'm like, my God,
that's probably the
I'd
biggest.
fuck that. And sometimes you're like, holy shit.
That's when they send the bitches.
Yeah, no, and then sometimes you're just like, that's my penis, whatever. But the blood flow happens. But if you have a 1 inch erection, like normally,
not going 1 to 9.
A J-Lo's not going to get you 5 extra inches.
No,
I don't care what she's doing.
Nope.
I don't care if she brings Beyonce with her and Rihanna and fucking that chick, hips don't lie chick who's going to jail. Who's going to jail soon. She's done for. I don't know. She didn't pay like $9 million in tax, but in her country, it's like $1 billion.
Yeah.
So they're like, whoa, where you go?
Again, there's probably some federal law.
She's like
there.
Elon Musk in her country.
She's going, oh God, I can
They said they want to make a.
She's like Mexico, right? She's Mexican,
I think she's a Colombian.
Oh, Colombian.
She's fucking cute,
God,
that one.
even
She's
worse.
cute. Yeah. I mean,
they
she's
think
lucky.
they're going to seize all her shit.
I know. No, I thought.
Want to read one more?
Well, you still got people on there?
Oh, yeah. They go on and off. You'll see. Women do not like to talk about it. We only like to tell their friends.
What?
Oh, about penises. We don't like to talk about it. We just tell our friends.
They do tell their friends. I know that for a fact.
We tell all of our friends. So just let you know that. And then if you're like really gross.
Actually, you know what?
All of my friends told me stop sending them because it's eye rape.
Is this shallow? If I'm with a chick, I would like her to tell her friends about their sex life. I don't care about that.
You don't care.
I mean, if it was bad, I'd be like, listen, don't say anything. But maybe I'm lucky. I never. But I've had a friend one time tell me, who's very good friends with me, and she goes, yeah, she used to tell me all the time about you guys. I'm like, really? I go, what's she telling? She goes, good things. I was like, oh, that's cool. So I didn't mind. But if she said it was, beat, I would have hurt my feelings hurt. I'm like, oh, that sucks.
Well, that's a key tip for girls out there too. If a guy spreads a rumor that they had sex with you, just don't.
Well, that's stupid.
Don't deny it. Just tell him he was horrible.
Yeah.
Tell him he sucked.
Well, we were gonna, but I couldn't find his penis.
It's really good. Yeah, you could. Yeah, just say you couldn't. Tell him he has some weird kinks. He's got weird mommy.
He had 3 balls.
Yeah, he wanted only make fun of him totally horribly. It totally is the best.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Andrew Tate is going to still be in jail.
So he's in a Romanian jail. I wonder how those jails look, huh?
Oh, and that guy's not going to do well. I have a feeling he's a bottom as well. Especially if,
Andrew Tate?
Yeah.
You think he's a homo?
I think he's a bot. No, I just think in jail in the ranking system.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're going to fuck with him.
He could be easily raped. Yeah.
They won't let him touch his money. They've seized every dollar. So he has no negotiation because they knew a billionaire, the second he goes into Romanian prison, he's going to be what is this, Midnight Express?
Talk about being humbled.
$100 to get out.
Talk about being humbled, huh? He's out there talking like he's running the world, and now he's locked up in Romania.
People just hopped on again. Yes, federal. That's the key. That's the key to solving our predatory laws too. If you make child rape, for example, a federal offense, which is totally not.
I mean, I don't get that. What do we have to do?
We just have to switch it to a federal crime, like they did with weed. They made weed years ago a federal crime, as opposed to when they wanted.
Yeah,
to do
that was smart.
They just have to all you have to do is accept the lobby. It's already on the thing. But then what happens in the shit show that's in the I call it the circus. It's just a bunch of drunken old white dudes. Seriously, Christians. It's 90%, and then they go to the bathroom and talk at the Senate floor, and then they tell you what bills to go, and then they figure out which one is the most profitable. Like defunding all Planned Parenthood, everybody got about $250,000 even across the board in stipends just from defunding that. So then they weigh out what's.
And where does that money go?
They went into all the senators' pockets. They all took a stipend for it, but they allocated it saying the extra funds would be refunctioned in whatever. Nobody even gives a shit anymore. But the point is now they're bringing up to the table but they keep shooting it down. However, if you can sway, we're never going to sway these sociopaths, these 1%ers, okay? But they care about money. So trafficking and child porn and child abuse and all the things that come from it is like the biggest industry. It's like $10 billion a year.
Right.
So if we want to stop that, they just still want their $10 billion. That's all they really care about. So whether they kill kids or not, they don't really care. But so as long as you get in their $10 billion. Now, if we make it federal and they get all these billionaires that are having all these, like I said, hunting parties, pedo parties, and we seize all their assets, then they get their money.
Yeah.
As long as the government gets money, that's all they really care about. So if it's more profitable to deplete all the sick pedos, then they'll do that. And if it's not, then they're going to just rape, continue raping, doing the kids. But yeah, we know where all of them are, by the way, because of the browsers. So we know where every child porn is uploaded. But its problem is usually by their parents. So here we are again, or their handlers. Right. So yeah, that's the story. So he's stuck. He's fucked.
So he's fucked.
They're gonna want that money. They're gonna want their money. Can you imagine taking? They can. That would. That,
they say he's worth 30 to 50 million. That's a lot of money.
No, he's like 500.
Well, they say he claims
the whole thing.
He claims his whole thing is 3 to 4, but obviously he's a guy who talks too much. I wouldn't believe everything, but they're saying on paper what they could say.
I'd like to know that. Really, right? That's true.
30 million. I mean, it says 30 to 50.
I'll read another comment when you get to the next
Wow.
one. Hi, Philip. How are you? Philip's very passionate about all of this, and he brings up another whole show, but that's another whole thing we were talking about with dick pics. But. All right. What are we doing next? Who's a sexist? Why do I want to get to that?
Yeah, if you want, you have any questions about that?
Well, I want to see if Peter. Well,
what makes a man a sexist?
Or a woman?
Either one. Well, let's go with men first.
Okay. Well, there's sex.
I honestly couldn't tell you what makes a woman sexist. Can a woman be sexist?
Yes, absolutely, and misogynistic as well.
That I got.
There's misogyny and misandry. They always ask that's women who hate men. Okay, so now there's misogynists and then there's sexists. Okay, a sexist can be a misogynist, and misogynist is always a sexist. But a sexist doesn't need to be a misogynist. If that makes sense. So the misogynist, remember, hates women. They just hate us. There is no value to us at all. These are the guys that don't even really want to get married. Like they just hate you. They also believe in full victimization of you. Right. Like beat them, subservient, the whole thing, rape, whatever. They go in that category. And then sexist just means totally judging somebody completely and by their sex. No other reason, or objectifying them, like taking away their personality and then do it. Like when I put Jason Momoa, there's a Jason Momoa meme. It's mine, by the way. It's really popular. Yeah. And I put Jason Momoa on a Sonoma, and I wrote.
Oh, I see that.
Jason Momoa, that's mine. Yeah. Jason, that's my meme.
Fun. How do you make memes? I want to make memes.
You make
I'm good at
pictures.
That's it.
And then you put.
And what? You stamp them, and then they're yours.
Then you're yours, and then it doesn't matter. You don't get credit for it.
One day I'm sitting there, I'm like, I don't want credit for it. Sometimes I'm thinking of some funny shit. I'm like, people need to hear this out of my brain.
When you see you got to see a bunch of cool pictures I just found on.